This keeps coming to me, so I think it's time to start conversation about it. And that is, this is a season of movement. This is a season for you to respond. There has been an invitation extended. A clarion call has went out, but it requires your response. See, here's the thing. We cannot remain complacent. We cannot remain stagnant. We cannot remain comfortable any longer. We cannot continue to hide behind false identities, old labels, religion, survival patterns, or even outdated versions of ourselves. It's time's up for all of that. God is calling many of us to come up higher, to higher levels of wholeness, to higher levels of maturity, to higher levels of authenticity, to higher levels of purity. Thank you, Holy Spirit. To higher levels of ourselves so we can get in alignment with who He called us to be. But to come up higher requires some things to be left behind, some things to be released, like once again, complacency, fear, stagnation, performance, people pleasing, religion, striving, false identities, old narratives, expired assignments, etc., etc. Some people, places, or things must be released that have been keeping you in a immobile state, spiritually and naturally. Many people have been praying for movement, for change, all the while resisting transformation. But this season requires a response. And a response requires movement in your mind, in your beliefs, physically, naturally, spiritually, emotionally. So the question then becomes, not is God moving? The question is, will you respond to His invitation? Will you release? Will you open the door as He's knocking on the door of your heart and your mind? Will you unlock the door and let Him in to sup with Him, to show you a better way? The question is, will you respond and will you move with Him? See, I looked up the word movement in Greek, and I'm going to just read it briefly. Movement means to move, to stir up, to set in motion. It also means to agitate. So some of us have experienced some discomfort because God is agitating your stagnant grounds. God is moving you out of the places and spaces of which you've grown accustomed to that has caused you to be immobile. He has disrupted your systems. Your false belief systems. He has disrupted the systems, even in the church, that have been operating out of religion and complacency. God has disrupted the grounds of your soul to get you to a place, a higher place, to a greater place of to where you will align with His kingdom calls, with His purpose and plans for your life. And like it says in the book of Ecclesiastes, there's a time for everything. There's a time to mourn. There's a time to laugh. There's a time to grieve. There's a time for everything. There's a time to pray. There's time to fast. But what the time is right now is a time of movement. And that requires obedience. That requires reactivation of your hopes, of your vision. It requires an agitation of the places and spaces that have grown stale, that have grown dormant. So God is shaking things up. Will you respond? This is your season to respond, to rise, to realign, and to move into the identity that God originally designed from the beginning of time. Comment below if you are responding to the call to come up higher, to the call to move forward, to move in your mind, in your heart, and your soul. Think about it. Talk to you soon. Peace.